All right, let's dive in another deep dive, unearthing some fascinating nuggets from the source material you knew you provide us. And today,
Mm.
we're going to the world of Rich Froning Jr., the four-time, fittest man on earth, and we're going to use some insights from his book first,
Yeah.
What It Takes to Win.
It's a great book.
We'll uncover not just the physical journey to CrossFit dominance,
Right.
but also the mindset and values that sort of propelled him to the top.
I think that's what makes Rich's story so compelling, is that it dismantles this myth of overnight success. And his journey is really a testament to the power of these foundational experiences that shape an individual, long before they step onto a competitive platform.
So let's rewind to Rich's childhood in rural Cookeville, Tennessee. Now, it wasn't exactly, a CrossFit breeding ground back then, but his parents instilled a potent work ethic through tasks that, at the time, seemed utterly perplexing to young Rich.
Right. I mean, these weren't your, typical chores. Imagine spending hours meticulously pulling nails out of lumber that was destined for his father's bonfire. Or, painstakingly stacking cinder blocks only to relocate them back to their original position. And when, in retrospect, Rich recognized how these seemingly meaningless activities forged his mental resilience, which is a crucial attribute, obviously, in the demanding realm of CrossFit.
It's funny how those early experiences, like pulling nails under a, scorching Tennessee sun, mirror the mental fortitude required to push through the infamous wall during the 2011 CrossFit Games.
Precisely. I mean, those seemingly arbitrary tasks instill the capacity to embrace the grind. And really, that set him apart when others faltered. And this theme of early conditioning extends to his competitive spirit, which was honed through, relentless rivalry with his numerous cousins.
Yeah, they had this game, King of the Dock. Now, it wasn't child's play. It involved fierce battles for supremacy on this platform in a pond, and it forged this deep-seated desire to win and surpass, perceived limitations.
Right. They weren't just playful skirmishes. The dock battles were marked by, shifting alliances and occasional brawls, fostering this resilience that would later serve him well in the intense world of CrossFit. But Rich's upbringing wasn't solely defined by these physical challenges. His journey is intricately woven with the threads of faith and family, particularly the influence of his grandmother, Meme.
Meme played a significant role in nurturing his understanding of Christianity. And it's interesting, his family's approach to faith wasn't about blind adherence. His grandparents, despite attending different churches, demonstrated a genuine belief system that profoundly impacted him.
And the diversity of their faith practices underscores a crucial point. It's not about rigid adherence to a single doctrine, but the unwavering strength derived from belief itself. And this becomes even more apparent when we consider the tragic losses Rich endured. The death of his grandmother, followed by two cousins, Matt and Donnie, forced him to grapple with profound questions about life, purpose, and legacy.
These events profoundly impacted Rich, leaving him wrestling with existential inquiries about fairness and purpose, and these experiences prompted a reevaluation of his relationship with faith.
He realized that relying on faith solely in times of need wasn't fostering a genuine connection, and this pivotal realization became a turning point, guiding him toward a deeper comprehension of his own purpose and a more profound relationship with his beliefs.
It led him to a realization that his true purpose lay in glorifying God through his actions, including his pursuit of excellence in CrossFit. And this newfound clarity was solidified by his decision to get a tattoo of Galatians 6.14 as a permanent reminder of his commitment.
And that tangible symbol served as a powerful testament to his evolved faith. It guided his actions and shaped his perspective on success.
So from pulling nails and conquering the King of the Dock, to confronting profound loss and finding solace in faith, Rich's early years were quite the crucible. But how did this young man with a background in baseball and firefighting stumble upon the world of CrossFit?
So picture this. Rich, working this monotonous job on an assembly line, yearning for something more fulfilling. He discovers CrossFit online, and he experiences this revelation, a vision of a different future. And he even convinces his friend, Darren, to relocate to Tennessee, and they transform his father's barn into their first gym.
A bold leap, fueled by a shared vision and a desire to break free from the mundane.
Right, so the barn, once a space for these seemingly arbitrary chores, becomes the birthplace of their CrossFit journey. And what's particularly inspiring is their embrace of CrossFit's accessibility. Right, demonstrating that anyone, regardless of background, can participate.
They trained in a humble barn, comparing their times to elite athletes,
Oh.
embodying this come-as-you-are spirit that makes CrossFit so appealing.
And this ethos propelled them to enter their first official competition, the 2010 CrossFit Sectionals. And at this stage, Rich, still relatively new to the sport, felt this sense of imposter syndrome, upon seeing the other competitor.
A common experience, I think, feeling out of your depth. But Rich, despite his doubts, was driven by this insatiable desire to succeed. He set this ambitious goal to qualify for regionals, a significant leap forward.
And he defied those doubts and qualified, proving that self-doubt can fuel ambition. And at regionals, he faced even stiffer competition. But his mindset had begun to shift. He was no longer competing to prove himself to others, but to test his own limits.
And this brings us to the 2010 CrossFit Games, a pivotal moment that would forever alter his life. Walking into that stadium, surrounded by the world's best, that pressure must have been immense.
His reaction was remarkable. Instead of succumbing to intimidation, he was energized, excited to challenge himself against the very best.
He exceeded expectations, finishing the first day in an impressive third place, a remarkable feat for someone so new to the sport. But it was the second day that truly revealed his character.
That's when he faced this series of grueling events, including the infamous rope climb, a challenge that would become both a symbol of his struggles and a catalyst for his future triumphs.
It wasn't just a test of physical strength. The rope climb represented this mental hurdle, and his failure to conquer it in 2010 sparked intense scrutiny and fueled a year's worth of determination.
The world watched, waiting to see if he could overcome this obstacle. And his response was a testament to his resilience. He didn't shy away, but channeled that pressure into relentless training, determined not just to conquer the rope, but to dominate it.
And dominate he did.
Yep.
In 2011, in a display dubbed Rich's Revenge, he scaled that rope with a speed and determination that silenced all doubters. It solidified his place in CrossFit history and became this iconic demonstration of overcoming setbacks.
His success wasn't solely attributed to physical prowess. His mental game was equally impressive. He possessed this laser-like focus, blocking out distractions and honing in on the task at hand, concentrating on surpassing his own limitations rather than obsessing over other competitors' tactics.
It was relentless, almost tunnel vision. That set him apart. He wasn't merely competing against his field, he was competing against himself, striving to break his own barriers.
And this provides a valuable lesson. Success isn't just about inherent talent or physical capabilities. It requires mental fortitude, perseverance, and an unyielding belief in oneself.
We've delved into Rich's formative years, his entry into the world of CrossFit, his epic triumph over the dreaded rope climb. But his story is far from over.
And it begs the question, how does someone who thrives in such a high-pressure competitive environment cultivate equilibrium in their personal life? I mean, for Rich, the answer lies in his partnership with his wife, Hillary.
And their love story is quite charming. Picture this, they meet at a hair salon, a classic setup, orchestrated by their hairdresser, June. Hillary even quipped it was the last time she didn't trust her hair to June's styling expertise.
But Rich saw something deeper in Hillary, qualities that transcended, outward appearances. He appreciated her honesty, her self-assuredness, and her willingness to challenge him when necessary.
Sounds like a balanced and authentic relationship. And their engagement story is equally endearing. A meticulously planned scavenger hunt, leading Hillary to his father's farm, where family awaited to celebrate. They even incorporated a diamond from Hillary's deceased father into the engagement ring, a touching gesture, symbolizing the enduring presence of loved ones.
These pivotal moments, their initial encounter, their commitment to each other, highlight the profound significance of family in Rich's life. And this groundedness enabled him to navigate the whirlwind of fame that accompanied his CrossFit accomplishments.
Winning the CrossFit Games consecutively, no small feat, he found himself traveling globally with Reebok, conducting interviews, becoming a recognizable figure within the fitness world. I mean, it would be easy to succumb to the allure of such recognition, wouldn't it?
And yet, Rich remained remarkably grounded. He recounts this amusing anecdote about purchasing their first house. While in Mexico for a Reebok event, they entrusted his father with bidding at the auction, establishing a firm limit of $140,000.
I have a feeling that limit didn't hold for long.
You're absolutely right. Communication was intermittent, and by the time they reconnected with his dad, he had surpassed their budget, securing the property for $145,000. They were delighted, of course, but it exemplifies how, amidst the excitement, Rich maintained his connection to his roots, relying on family for support.
It serves as a powerful reminder. Success doesn't necessitate a transformation of character. It can amplify the best aspects of oneself. And speaking of amplifying, Rich's life took an unexpected turn. When he became housemates with fellow CrossFit competitor Dan Bailey, can you envision the intensity of sharing living quarters with such a formidable athlete?
What's amusing is Rich's portrayal of Dan as endearingly disorganized, leaving clothes scattered and lights blazing. He jokes that it served as excellent preparation for fatherhood, but beyond the humor, their dynamic highlights the supportive camaraderie within the CrossFit community, even among rivals.
They served as each other's training partners, motivating each other to reach new heights, while their shared living space fostered this unique bond. Their shared faith added another dimension to their relationship, providing this foundation for mutual encouragement and spiritual growth.
It exemplifies the transformative power of community, the importance of surrounding oneself with individuals who share common values and inspire growth. And for Rich, this extended beyond personal accomplishments. He sought to leverage his platform to empower others, sharing the profound impact of fitness.
An aspiration that led him to reopen CrossFit Mayhem, this time with the backing of Rogue Fitness. And it wasn't just a gym. It functioned as this community hub, welcoming individuals of diverse ages and fitness levels to challenge themselves and support each other's progress.
Rich emphasized this holistic nature of fitness. Transcending the pursuit of physical aesthetics, it encompassed mental resilience, fostered camaraderie, empowered individuals to lead healthier, more fulfilling lives.
He possessed this remarkable ability to connect with people, understanding their motivations, and helping them overcome self-imposed limitations. It's as if he recognized their potential before they saw it themselves.
It reflects his personal journey. He had confronted his own challenges, battled self-doubt, and emerged stronger. He understood that true victory extended beyond accolades. It lay in empowering others to discover their own strength and embrace their capacity for greatness.
In doing so, he redefined the very essence of being a champion, demonstrating that true success resides in empowering others to reach their full potential. But what about the technical aspects of his training, the strategies that propelled him to dominate the CrossFit Games? Let's delve into the specifics of his approach, the secrets behind his phenomenal success.
I think it's intriguing to explore the methods behind his accomplishments because, unlike many elite athletes, Rich never relied on a formal coach. His training was guided by instinct, this profound understanding of his body's capabilities, and a willingness to embrace experimentation.
He was renowned for his grueling training schedule, pushing his physical boundaries while remaining attuned to his body's signals, striking that delicate balance between exertion and recuperation.
And his approach wasn't simply about brute force. He recognized the value of incorporating diverse movements and training styles, anticipating the unpredictable nature of the CrossFit Games. He understood that true strength lies in adaptability, in conquering any challenge presented.
They even devised their own workouts, simulating those unknown and unknowable elements of the games, embracing the inherent discomfort of pushing beyond one's comfort zone.
And amidst this pursuit of physical excellence, Rich maintained an unwavering commitment to ethical competition. He was a staunch advocate for fair play, vehemently opposing the use of performance-enhancing substances, believing that authentic triumph stemmed from dedication and effort.
He acknowledged the skepticism surrounding high-level athletics, admitted that he harbored doubts himself, but experiencing the intense demands of CrossFit firsthand instilled a profound respect for the commitment required to compete at such a level.
And his perspective is refreshing, particularly in an era where accusations often overshadow accomplishments. Rich's stance underscores the significance of granting athletes the benefit of the doubt, celebrating their achievements while upholding ethical standards.
So we have this driven athlete, relentlessly pushing his physical boundaries, yet deeply rooted in his faith, family, and a commitment to fair play. That's a potent combination.
It is, and it's this multifaceted approach that defines his enduring legacy. He transcended the title of champion to become a role model, demonstrating that success can be achieved with integrity, humility, and a deep respect for oneself and others.
So let's try to distill this exploration into a concise 10-point summary of the key takeaways from our deep dive into Rich Froning Jr.'s world.
Sure, here's what resonates most profoundly, I think. Number 1, embrace the grind. Hard work, even when seemingly purposeless, cultivates character and resilience. Number 2, find your tribe. Community and camaraderie are vital for encouragement, motivation, and accountability. Number 3, fuel your faith. A strong belief system provides unwavering purpose and resilience amidst life's challenges. Number 4, confront your fears. Don't shy away from obstacles. Embrace them, learn from setbacks, and emerge stronger. Number 5, embrace variety. Train for adaptability, anticipate the unexpected, and never cease learning. Number 6, listen to your body. Push your limits, but remain attuned to your body's signals and prioritize recovery. Number 7, focus on yourself. Compete against your own limitations, not the strategies of others. Number 8, champion fair play. Strive for excellence with integrity, advocating for equitable competition. Number 9, stay grounded. Success doesn't necessitate a change in character. Remain humble, genuine, and true to your values. And number 10, empower others. Utilize your platform to inspire, uplift, and guide others toward their own potential.
It's evident that Rich's influence extends far beyond the realm of CrossFit. His story is a source of inspiration for anyone striving for excellence, reminding us that true success is a continuous journey, not a destination, and that victory is most meaningful when shared. So as you reflect on Rich's path, consider how these takeaways apply to your own life. How do you define success? What legacy do you aspire to leave? How can you leverage your talents and passions to make a positive impact? These are questions worth pondering as we all strive to live purposeful, meaningful lives, perhaps with a touch of that Froning-esque fire.